Hello everyone, welcome back to Sins of the Prophets, where we are attempting to defend Asmara, which we have yet to actually build any defenses on.
Forces have entered UNSC.
We're like getting totally bum charged right now, which is just proving to be the most annoying thing in the world.
This better be important.
Our capital ship's hull is critical.
Which one? I don't know which one. We lost somebody.
All inbound vessels, sound off. For humanity, we fight.
We're in the process of attempting to hold this planet against incoming assault forces, which is going about as well as can be expected at this point.
Flip space rapture detected. Allied forces have entered UNSC controlled space.
Hit them head on, don't let them build that.
Inbound slip space anomaly.
We lost something. What did we lose? I don't know. Let's figure it out. Probably no. Looks like we lost an Artemis.
Allied forces have entered UNSC controlled space.
I can guarantee we lost at least. Oh my goodness. We lost at least one Artemis in that engagement.
Got some ODST hotshots. Looking for action.
Flip space rapture detected. Allied forces have entered UNSC controlled space.
Come on. You want this planet? Okay, let's see. So Infinity's still bumping about. Got a Marathon, a Valiant, an Artemis.
Inbound UNSC reinforcements.
Okay, we've got 2 Valiants because I just replaced that one. We have 3 Marathons, which may mean we lost one. I'm not positive. We definitely lost a Valiant because there were. I mean, we definitely lost an Artemis because there were 3. See, this is the thing: is we have 3 points, which means we lost 3 ships. Because Infinity's the only one that takes 2, I think, because you know it's extra big. So we lost 3 capital ships in that fight, but I'm not actually sure what they all were. Oh, you know what it is? I think we lost our Spirit of Fire. Our Phoenix class colony ship, which, mind you, as much as it's cool to use, oops, that's not my planet. This one, this is my planet. Hello.
Got some ODST hotshots. Looking for action.
As much as I
Titanium A plating is slowing her down.
as much as I do love my Spirit of Fire-esque ships, they're not really all that useful for straight up conflict, so we might have to replace that. So we're going to actually replace that with a Punic. We will build another Artemis because the Artemises are really helpful. And I'm not sure what else we lost. I'm just going to assume we lost the Marathon and just build a Marathon. Other ship-wise, we didn't actually lose that much.
So, where do we stand?
Yeah,
New orders processed. Relocating.
Inbound UNSC reinforcements. Our allies' colony is under planetary environment.
This doesn't.
If you think it's a good use of my time,
This doesn't change anything, so just leave that on.
so
You
did you
guys.
miss me? We
That
will
way,
get there
please.
eventually.
New orders processed.
way.
Relocating.
That
New
way.
orders processed. Relocating.
Leave the fleet.
New orders processed. Relocating. New orders processed. Relocating. Artemis Agro Terra.
Planet-side infrastructure complete. Inbound UNSC reinforcements.
Okay,
Duh.
go that way, please.
Allied forces have entered UNSC.
All right,
controlled
so
space.
I think we may have a firm grip on Asmara now. I hope.
Allied
At least
forces have entered
the Coveys
UNSC
haven't attacked it
controlled
again
space.
in the last few minutes, which is a good sign. If I recall, this one doesn't have as many points. So we're gonna have to be a little stingier about our defenses.
Slip space drive winding up.
Oh yeah, I forget about that. Look at this field of death and destruction. Actually, that would make a good screenshot. Look at all this death.
Allied forces have entered UNSC controlled space.
Like all this just destroyed stuff. There we go. I just like taking screenshots of stuff, even if I don't end up using them.
Allied forces have entered
Oops.
UNSC
Turn it back
controlled
on.
space.
There we go. Hey guys,
Here.
get up over here.
Eyes only. Location confirmed.
Oh yeah, you actually can exit cloak because you're just wasting your supply. So just
Allied
get your
forces
butt
have
back
entered
over here.
UNSC controlled space. UNSC forces have engaged the enemy.
Sahara on the go.
Honeycomb, sweet synced. What's your business?
Let's go Halo hunting.
Form up with the fleet.
What now, Fleetcom?
Planet-side infrastructure complete.
Get our
The
ships.
situation must be grave.
Get our
Level
ships.
5 clearance confirmed. Send traffic.
Get our ships
Inbound
upgraded
slip
and
space anomaly.
all set up to go here.
Orbital structure complete.
Peace is no longer a viable option.
Slip space rupture detected.
Upgrade that one again because that's probably the
There are no heroes
biggest
in the
gun
storm.
that we have in the fleet.
Inventory check complete.
Allied forces have entered UNSC
Okay, so we have
controlled
successfully
space.
secured Asmara, which is good. It was a bloody battle, but we did do it. Got a little support fleet
Allied
up in the
forces
front
have
there.
entered UNSC
We
controlled
got these
space.
guys joining up with the fleet. And they'll
Inbound
probably
UNSC
be level 5
reinforcements.
before level 10
Orbital
before
structure
long.
complete.
Now that's one thing I always forget is that I do
So,
need to
is it
sacrifice
midnight?
one of these
This better be important.
because I always forget to leave enough building population so that I can construct my
Allied forces have entered UNSC controlled space.
forgot to make whoops. I always hit that button by mistake.
Slip space rupture detected.
So that I can actually build these, so that I can build my orbital defense
Orbital
stations.
structure complete.
Humanity's future
Is this
lies
being
in the
built?
heavens.
Yeah, on my way.
Go work on that, would you?
She's ugly, but she gets the job done.
The Prowler is back up and running.
Phoenix Spaceways, your new life awaits. Autopilot engaged.
Construct our
Let's
star
not keep our
bases.
passengers waiting.
I always thought would be kind of funny is if you could
Slip
build
space
like
rupture detected.
I know it's illogical because of the power consumption, but it would be cool if we could have those like heavy Macs that
Allied
I
naval
was
forces
discussing
have
in a
engaged
previous
the
video,
enemy.
the ones that have the
Inbound
2 guns.
UNSC
As
reinforcements.
illogical as that would probably be because of the power requirements to fire 2 of them,
Allied
that would be
forces have entered
really
UNSC
helpful for
controlled
defensive
space.
purposes. But obviously they'd probably cost twice as much as those or something. I don't know. So it would probably be pointless. I suppose at the end of the day it would end up being probably kind of pointless.
Anchor station. All systems nominal.
I guess.
Inbound
I don't know.
slip space
I would assume
nominal.
it would end up being a rather pointless trade-off because
All systems nominal.
the most I could figure is either one, it does way more damage because it's implying it's firing
Slip space
twice at the
rupture
same time.
detected.
It would actually fire
Allied
twice.
forces have entered
Or,
UNSC
well, yeah,
controlled
that would be the
space.
2 things. It would either fire twice, like actually fire 2 shots,
Orbital structure
or
complete.
it would just do massive, like double the damage, like it's firing
Nothing
2
of value
shots.
has been found.
And in that circumstance, it would probably cost, I would think,
Our allied
twice as
colony
much
is
as
under
a regular
bombardment.
Mac station.
Allied forces have
Which means that
entered
in
UNSC
essence,
controlled
you would
space.
only be able to build half
Flip
as
space
many,
jump
even though
complete.
they would do twice as much damage. So it would kind of even itself out, I would think. The only thing I could think is
Allied
if these
forces have
could be
entered
shielded,
UNSC controlled space.
like the heavy version had a shield,
Inbound slip space
which just made it
anomaly.
a little bit
Orbital
stronger.
structure complete.
Like it was just a little bit more durable so that it wouldn't be instantly smited from a distance. But, you know, small things. Also, by the way, do they have any plans to add those ships from Halo 4?
Allied forces have entered UNSC
The other
controlled
weird
space.
classes of Halo ships that were alongside Infinity defending Earth back in the day?
Allied forces have entered
Because I don't keep up with
UNSC
that. I don't
controlled
keep up with the
space.
Halo, so I don't know if that's like a thing or not. Okay, so we're probably going to go for this one. But what I want to do...
Black Widow link
while we
online.
kind of just hang out here for a minute. Enter cloak
Allied naval forces have
and
engaged the enemy.
head to Atlas.
Sahara-class heavy prowler on standby.
We can do some scouting.
Allied forces have entered UNSC.
The heck is this name?
space.
Ethropius
Flip space
Ataxis?
rapture detected.
Ataxia? Anthropes Ataxia. That's a weird ass name. But whatever floats your boat, I suppose. I just want to see what we're
Orbital
dealing
structure
with
complete.
here. Because if I attack
Inbound slip space
here, I can
anomaly.
actually move the backup fleet to this point after
Allied
I jump
forces
in
have entered
to
UNSC
defend here. Yeah,
controlled
see
space.
this? Right there. This fleet will probably drop in on Asmara if and when I move this fleet there. So what I got to do is a tactical movement is I need to assault this, moving this fleet up. So this fleet,
Desperate times
our
call
defense
for
fleet,
desperate
has to
measures.
move to
If you think
Asmara.
it's a good use of my time. Desperate
Actually, hold
times
that.
call for desperate
Hold that.
measures. If
What we're
you
going to do is
think
we're going
it's
to wait
good
a
use
few
of my
minutes.
time,
We're going to try and speed it up. We're going to actually wait until all the defenses are built.
Orbital structure
Might be a
complete.
good idea. So we're going to just kind of
UNSC
speed it
forces
up.
have engaged the enemy.
and wait a second.
Inbound UNSC reinforcements.
While we
Orbital
wait
structure
here,
complete.
get these defenses fully constructed.
Allied forces have entered UNSC controlled space.
See, it's doing that thing again.
Allied naval forces have engaged the enemy. Our allies' colony is under planetary bombardment. Inbound slip space anomaly.
Hello? On my way. Hello? I will simply kill them all. Yeah? Well, go on. We'll keep the Covenant off your back.
See, I don't quite understand that, but sometimes construction glitches. And I don't know if that's just, like, for me, or if that's like a Stop it.
Orbital
If that's like a
structure
universal thing. Like, that does happen sometimes where the construction will legit just shut down and glitch out, and they just
Planet-side
stop building.
infrastructure complete.
Because I don't know if that's a
Inbound
thing.
UNSC reinforcements. Inbound slip space anomaly.
Weird ass ship.
Allied forces have entered UNSC controlled space.
what do you need of me?
But yeah.
Orbital structure complete.
If you think it's a good use of my time, get out of my way.
But yeah, so what we're
Orbital
gonna do
structure
is,
complete.
I guess we can recall
I
our
always sleep with
prowler.
a hornet under my pillow.
Well, we should probably leave it there for a minute. What we're gonna do is this
Inbound
fleet is gonna come
UNSC
here, and as soon as that moves there, I'm gonna jump that way and
Ground
attack
forces
this.
are under planetary
Actually, I just thought
bombardment.
of something.
Agent here.
What's going on
Decoding
Bounty?
plaintext coordinates.
I should see what they have at Bounty, because they could jump in on Arcadia from Bounty.
Planet-side infrastructure
See,
complete.
that's the thing. You kind of have to be aware of where your enemy fleets are, so that way you don't accidentally completely abandon a planet just to have it taken from under you, basically. Okay, so these defenses are pretty much built, probably
Allied
being
forces
finished.
have entered UNSC controlled space. Inbound UNSC reinforcements. Orbital structure complete.
Going dark.
The Anthropes Ataxia, which is the weirdest name for a ship I've ever heard, is en route. I like the little Oni symbol there. Very, very sneaky. Is now en route to check on Bounty and see what kind of defenses they may or may not have at Bounty. We don't want to abandon Arcadia just to lose, for this to have a fleet here. So let's see what they've got
Allied
here.
forces have
I'm
entered
hoping
UNSC controlled space.
Nothing.
Inbound UNSC reinforcements.
Boop. No fleet. There is no fleet at Bounty,
Widow link online.
which is exactly what I wanted to
I
see.
do hope there's a proper cup of tea over there.
That is exactly what I wanted to see. There is no fleet at Bounty right now, which means there is no force that's going to come from this direction. Well, actually, they just dropped the fleet in.
Flip space rapture detected.
Eyes only.
Hold.
Location confirmed.
They just dropped the fleet in. But ships just came in, which means they're moving ships here.
Allied forces have entered UNSC controlled space.
They do have ships here, because remember, this borders an... Ah, I see. This is what's going on. The enemy is attacking down here. Uh-oh. Onyx is being threatened.
We will defend this system.
Onyx is now metaphorically and literally very threatened right now.
Inbound UNSC reinforcements.
Anchor station. All systems nominal.
I always forget to build the fighters. But Onyx is actually having a real threat
Allied
right now.
forces have entered UNSC controlled
And
space.
I don't know if my ally is
Allied
going to do
forces have
anything
entered
about
UNSC
that.
controlled space.
Because that's not good. I might have to go back. Or I have to change my tactic and I have to hit this to cut off this offensive instead. But I don't know.
Inbound slip space anomaly.
How life just keeps...
She's ugly, but she gets the job done.
How things just continue to fall apart all around you.
Anchor station. All systems nominal.
Onyx is now actually threatened.
Slip space rupture detected. Our
By
allies colony is under
a
planetary
not
bombardment.
superly sized fleet,
Allied
but a
forces have
decent
entered
sized little
UNSC
navy.
controlled space.
Now, that fleet might recall, but that's another problem. Is you can see there is a fleet here now,
What's the job?
which is bad. Because it means we have less safe
Allied forces have
options
entered
for an
UNSC
offensive now,
controlled
because
space.
if we abandon...
Allied naval forces
Excuse me.
have engaged
I
the
just hit
enemy.
my little mic thing here. If we abandon Asmara and attack... Well, this one doesn't really have a... There's a bit of a fleet. So the problem is pretty much every planet has a freaking fleet at it because all the different AIs are bumping their gums around here. I consider this to be a bit of a threat because they are deep striking down here. And of course, the AI who has a navy here,
Allied
not
forces
much,
have
but
entered
a
UNSC
navy,
controlled
is not
space.
attempting to stop
Inbound
this.
UNSC reinforcements.
So the question is very simple. Do I
Inbound
attack
slip space anomaly.
this way? Or do I fall back
Ground forces are
and
under
to take
planetary
bounty
bombardment.
and then start pushing forward again? Because
Slip space
the
rupture
problem with
detected.
bounty is that it's in an awkward spot. Because it's kind of like, how do I defend that? I can't defend all of this at the same time. I can only defend certain portions of it, which is proving to be a bit of a problem. I mean, if my AI would take this planet, as I'm sort of pinging it,
Allied
the
forces
AI
have entered
would
UNSC
launch an
controlled
attack
space.
and secure that planet, maybe.
Colony command signal lost.
Aretus 3. They must have taken one of my outer worlds someplace. They are pushing. They're pushing the envelope.
UNSC forces have engaged the enemy. Allied forces have entered
Who
UNSC
it is?
controlled
Prophet
space.
of Truth. Okay.
Inbound slip space anomaly.
It's Alluvian.
Allied naval forces have engaged the enemy.
What kind of planet is this? Dwarf temperate. Alluvian. Forget that you can offer them money. Hadn't even thought of that. Complaining about the
Allied
AI not
forces
doing
have entered
anything, and I forget
UNSC
that you can
controlled
offer them
space.
missions. Dwarf. High charity. That's cool. Oh, wait.
Slip space rupture detected.
This is dwarf temper. Oh, that's a...
Inbound UNSC reinforcements. Allied forces have entered UNSC-controlled space.
We'll see if we can get them to do something. Maybe. So we can ignore that.
Our allies' colony is under planetary bombardment.
Sahara-class heavy
But you can
prowler
see,
on standby.
this fleet is literally aimed
Agent
at
here.
Asmara right now. There isn't really a fleet there, so it might be beneficial as I go take that fleet
Eyes only.
out.
Location confirmed.
We need to go back because this prowler's
space
running
jump
out. I don't
complete.
want this prowler to get itself killed. You can see this fleet's right here. It's just hanging out.
Inbound UNSC
So,
reinforcements.
guaranteed if I move this fleet there, that will attack. That's a guarantee. Now, whether they'll attack Arcadia when I move...
What do you need of
If
me?
I move this fleet up here, I don't know. That's an iffy.
Allied forces have entered UNSC-controlled space.
Yeah, I completely forgot about the diplomacy thing that I can offer missions. So I've offered them a mission to go take that planet
Allied
that's right there.
forces have entered
So maybe they'll do
UNSC-controlled
it.
Space.
Maybe they'll do it too, because their whole fleet's moving that way. So maybe they'll actually do it, and I can just
Allied
slowly
naval
pay my
forces have
ally to be
engaged the
offensive.
enemy.
Because that would be helpful. Completely forgot about that. I feel like an idiot, actually, that I forgot that you can do that. See, it's the problem. I don't use the diplomacy system very much in this game.
Allied forces have entered UNSC-controlled space.
Okay, well, I think we've been sitting around long enough.
Roland, full
Let's
ahead.
go this way. Let's actually
Allied
go up
forces have
here and
entered
attack that fleet
UNSC-controlled space.
and just see what we can do. This fleet can jump between these two planets, so if something goes wrong, hopefully we can, you know, deal with it.
Level 5 clearance
Oh,
confirmed.
hello, why
Send
aren't
traffic.
you... You're not a part of the fleet. How peculiar. Oh, you're not just...
We are the culmination of human achievement.
Slip
because
space
you're-
rupture detected. Allied forces have entered UNSC-controlled space.
Oh, whoops, I meant to exit cloak
Eyes only.
and go back over here and get your stuff back.
Halcyon-class cruiser reporting for duty. We will
Let's
get
jump
there
to Atlas.
eventually.
Allied forces have entered UNSC-controlled space.
We're gonna jump to Atlas.
Slip space drive winding up.
And we're gonna try and snuff out this enemy fleet that's sitting up here before we end this episode.
17,000 of humanity's best and brightest on
There
standby.
they are.
Inbound UNSC
Now
reinforcements.
you stop right now.
Ground forces are under planetary
The
bombardment.
fleet move first. Now see, they jumped out. They're
Allied forces
doing what
have
I knew
entered
they were going to do, which is they are now
UNSC-controlled
jumping
space.
in here. Like the minute I left,
Colony.
they're going back. So we're going to turn around and jump back. They literally, the minute we went up here to try and take that fleet out, they instantly just jumped straight back because they knew I left. So we're going to jump back.
Allied forces have entered UNSC-controlled space.
Anchor station. All systems nominal.
Thankfully, we're not too
We
far
are the
away, so
culmination of human achievement.
we're going to come in and we're going to just smite the hell out of them.
Reading you 5 by 5.
Knock out their heavy capital ship.
17,000 of humanity's best and brightest on standby. Let's go Halo hunting. For New Phoenix!
Our capital
Yeepadoo.
ship's hull is critical.
All Spartan teams are prepped and ready for launch. Forerunner engines are 100%.
Knock out all their ships.
Inbound slip space anomaly.
Poor decisions were made on the Covenant's part there. I mean, arguably good decisions of sorts, because they did do some severe damage. Actually, they probably took out my Prowler, too, because my Prowler was sitting right about there. So they probably took out my Prowler, which is unfortunate.
Our capital ship's hull is critical.
The UNSC theory of everything was destroyed. Don't know what that was, but...
Course change underway. Forerunner engines are 100%. Painting target for support craft.
Okay.
You 555.
You think I'm joking when I say the enemy likes to jump in behind you? Not even close. They really do like to do that.
Ground forces are under planetary bombardment. Allied forces have entered UNSC-controlled space.
They really do like jumping in behind you when you wander off. It's alright though. Kind of we're ready to counter that one, so I guess we're okay, but...
Humanity's future lies in the heavens.
Now, ideally, if we attack fast enough, we may be able to,
Allied forces have entered UNSC-controlled space.
Now you see, my ally has built a much larger navy here, so maybe, just maybe...
Allied naval forces have engaged the enemy.
And maybe,
Allied forces have
just
entered
maybe,
UNSC-controlled
they will
space.
actually do the thing that I want
Orbital
them to do.
structure complete.
Because I've offered them a mission. Which is bomb this planet. And they both have different missions to
Slip
bomb
space jump
different planets. So hopefully
Inbound slip space anomaly.
they do it. But either way, at least they're amassing their
Allied
fleets
forces
nearby,
have
which
entered
is
UNSC-controlled space.
helpful at least
Orbital
in its
structure
own way.
complete.
What does the UNSC need of us? Let's not keep our passengers waiting.
Alright, well, thank you guys for watching this episode while we rebuild the defenses
Allied
here at
forces have
Asmara.
entered UNSC
And hopefully move a
controlled
little bit
space.
faster than the Coveys so that maybe we can take ballast and like swap around a little bit. I don't know, because these guys might do something. Hopefully they don't, but they might do something if I move this fleet off of here. But we'll find out in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Have a
Inbound
wonderful day.
UNSC reinforcements.
Hey guys, make sure to like and share the video. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel or check out my Patreon, make sure to check out those links on the left side there. If you'd like to check out this series from the very beginning or another series that I'm doing, check out the links on the right. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.